All right, bang. Today is Tuesday. It is October 29th. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports. Snake Draft Tuesday. After a long year and a half break, Ryan Whitney is back on the Snake Draft. Whitney, about time. Thank you. I've been trying to track you down for what feels like 5 years, but you're back.
I said to somebody it was 18 months. 18 months we've been working on this one. So and I still don't even really have my draft picks lined up, but this is way overdue. I mean, I think this is my third, maybe my second.
It's your third because the first one we did was Sports Divas. Second one was Douchebag Moves with the Tall Bikes fiasco.
And I ran roughshed over you guys on both of them.
Dude, how about speaking of 18 months since that draft, we had Zlatan in the studio.
I saw
here.
that. That day he showed up, I was like, oh my God, I wish I could have been there just to get big time by him. Like if you want to get big time by one guy, it's him.
How about Malasek big timed him?
Yeah, Malasek did big time.
They did the goalie shootout challenge and Malasek stonewalled him.
But he wasn't as douchey in the office. Like he was very
This
nice.
asshole's on this draft?
Yeah.
I thought you were Danny. I couldn't see from you're on this draft?
Yeah, you like my outfit? I wore it just for you, bitch.
Oh, this guy's a fucking goon.
Yeah.
That's why
I love to hate this guy.
That's why I sat here and I was like, who could be the second guest with Whitney? I was like, Nicky Smokes would be perfect for him.
I just lost. There's no chance I'm winning this draft. This guy's in my head.
I knew this is going to be like oil and water, so I'm excited. Today is the Billionaires draft. Listen, for the sake of the draft, we kind of threw some topics together. I think it'll be fun. The subcategories are: you own one company, you have one perk, one splurge purchase, one sports team you could buy, and one second home location. I think perk and splurge might kind of blend in together, but let's kind of do our best to keep them separate. And I think everyone else, like, they were confused on company. I gave you a good example, Whitney, I think. So really anything, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, company, I'm a little confused, but I understand it. I mean, in terms of second home, it's almost like fifth or sixth home if we're doing a billionaires draft. But I guess you're saying like your favorite non-main resident spot.
Right.
Correct. Yeah. Like
Correct.
if you were a billionaire and you're putting together a board, and it's like, oh, that guy's the best billionaire. Like he has the best portfolio, so to speak. You know?
Yes.
So that's how we'll do it. All right, then. We'll just get into it, and we'll see if we run into any issues, which I'm sure we will. So, all right, Whitney. Our guy Lance has number 1 through 5 behind his back. What number is it?
2.
Correct.
Oh,
Damn.
all right.
Hot start, Whit.
Which spot do you want?
So the first one will be company?
No, you could pick anything.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
But you're picking your draft order right now.
Yeah, you're
Like, where
picking
do you
your
want to
order.
be in the draft?
Yeah, do you want to be first? Do you want to be fifth? Do you want to be third? Like, where do you want in the order?
Yeah, but for every new category, I'll go first if I go first?
No. It's a snake. So it's like if you go first, then you don't get back till 6.
And you can pick any category, any round.
Yeah.
You just have to have one at one point.
No, I thought each round was gonna be a category.
Oh, no. You
no,
could pick whenever. If you want to go home first, you can go home first. If you want to go company first, you can go company first.
Oh.
It doesn't have to be in order.
It's like a fantasy football or hockey or any draft you've ever done, Whitney. Come on.
Well, I understand a snake draft, you little midget. I'm wondering if I could pick the category that we do first by winning the draft.
Can you pick a running back or a quarterback or a defense?
Okay,
or,
well,
yes.
All right, I understand, but he gave me a specific order. All right, I'll go first, and we're going to be doing.
How do you not
Whitney,
understand that?
18 months, you act like you forgot everything.
Clean the potatoes out of your ears.
Whit, so you get to pick where you're picking, but anybody can pick anything in any round. You just have to have one.
Okay. I
Yeah.
totally forgot that. On me, boys.
All right.
On me.
Yeah. All right.
On me.
So what's...
I will go first.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Nicky Smokes. Lance has 1 through 4 behind his back. What
3.
spot do you want?
No.
Chief.
2.
No.
Dave.
1. No.
4.
Yep.
I'll go second. 1 through 3, Nicky.
3.
Yep.
I'll go third.
All right. 1 or 2, Chief.
Wait. Do it now.
1.
No.
2. All right.
Yes. I'll go fourth.
All right. Wow, right down the line.
Love it.
All right. So the order is Whitney, Eddie, Nicky, White Sox Dave, Chief. One more time. Company, perks, splurge, purchase, sports franchise, second home location. Before we get into it, though, I do want to talk about our friends at Game Time. Football season is here, and we can't wait to get out to some games this fall with the help of Game Time, the official ticketing partner of Barstool Sports. You know how much we love Game Time. Now with their brand new Game Time Picks feature, they're making it easier than ever to get to a game. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. I was looking for tickets. I'm looking here. United Center, Usher tomorrow.
Ooh.
Or tonight. Sorry, my fault. Tonight. Usher is tonight at the United Center. $83.
Wow.
That's not bad at all.
Give me your favorite Usher song.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Duh.
You think is your favorite one?
It's probably yeah, probably. I love Ludacris's beat in that one.
Okay. It's a great song.
It's
I'm not going to argue.
Ludacris was
Usher's
is
got
like a
so many good
B-level
songs.
actor compared to
You got it bad.
You got it bad.
You got it.
Nice
got it
and
bad.
slow. There's so many good
Yeah.
ones. So yeah, go do that. $83 to go to Usher tonight at the UC.
You make me want to lose one with.
Burn.
There's so many.
There's so
Let
many.
it burn,
Maybe
let
I'll
it
go.
burn.
Maybe I'll jump on this.
Should we just have like a morale boosting game
Usher,
time class? Like we don't want to be.
I think we need it.
No sports. We're just gonna get in a good place with Usher.
Yeah.
Usher.
Yeah. So just pull up your chosen event and turn on the GT Picks setting at the top of the screen, or browse the best local Game Time Picks deals near you on your Game Time app homepage. What are you waiting for? I'm going to go buy those Usher tickets right now with Game Time Picks. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DOGWALK for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DOGWALK for $20 off. Download the Game Time app today. What time is it? Game time. The Billionaire Draft. Whitney.
Before we get into it, I feel like we've left off traditions of this show where the winner gets to take a little victory lap.
We haven't done that in a while.
Yeah, I feel like we should bring it back.
What's your victory lap on?
I
Oh,
just
what?
won
Because
the-
you won? You want to do it again?
Yeah. These guys just ripped on my board relentlessly, and then I won going away.
It's not over yet.
Yeah,
I understand
bro, I'm
that.
up 20%.
I understand that.
Stop the count. I'm up huge.
I have a problem with your guys' polls because I just keep getting left off them, and it's because you rig it every fucking.
Oh, yeah.
I don't rig anything.
Absolutely.
Everyone here
Yeah.
votes. If you got a bad draft, people will tell you.
It's not a bad.
Yeah, I think
draft.
you're getting left off because your drafts stink, Nicky.
I will say that Eddie always reveals his pick last, so he does have the opportunity to swing it.
Yeah.
I always
Why
write
don't
it
you reveal
down.
your
I
pick first?
always write
then?
it down.
Today you reveal your pick first.
I don't have to do anything. That you
Exactly. There we go.
All right.
I might have forgotten the rules, but I don't forget Red Ed. So I understand what you guys are dealing with.
Oh man. All right, Whitney, you're up.
Okay, so I'm going to start off, and I understand how you mentioned that Splurge Purchase and special privilege could kind of overlap, but I believe that I pretty much won this draft because there is no greater what is the word I'm looking for? No greater, what's the word? What is something that's amazing for you? There's no greater splurge, I guess, when you're loaded, wealthy beyond your wildest imaginations than owning your own jet and owning a big old monster jet. And you guys will take a yacht and a helicopter now, but I have a jet and it's a monster G5 and I can fly anywhere in the world whenever I want to go anywhere. And private air travel, that is the greatest thing that truly wealthy people do. It changes everything in your life. I've been lucky enough to do it several times, not nearly as much as I would have hoped, but I've been lucky enough to just walk on the plane without checking anything, without talking to anyone, and then you sit there and you get served, and then you land and there's a car waiting for you, and now I have my own plane. And none of you guys do. You may be able to rent a plane, but I own a plane. And wherever I want to go, I got a pilot, and he takes me, and that's number one. And I think that wins the draft because there's nothing else better in being truly wealthy than owning your own plane.
I got a guy who can help you out with that.
I know. I've used your brother. Chief's brother.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He hooked me up. He's unreal.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I mean,
I don't think
There's
it's a
nothing
1-1
else.
pick. I don't think it's a 1-1 pick.
I think there is something else. I'm going to take it next, but I'll hold. I think you're right, though. I think have you guys ever done it?
I've done
Yeah,
it.
I've been on a PJ once.
I've been on a PJ once. It was a quick flight. We went to Nashville, and I remember like pulling in. You could start to see like the city lights. I'm like, let's just stay up here. Can we just take a few laps around before we land? Because it was that awesome. Like I was not in a hurry to get off the plane for the first time in my life.
And guys, it's about the fact that like, okay, yeah, flight's at 10. By the way, this is times I've like rented, hours or whatever. You buy one flight down to Florida. Flight's at 10. Oh, we're not there till 10:40. This is now owning the plane. It's like, oh, I don't want to leave until 2. I want to do something in the morning. Like, you're just living on your own time, and people are waiting for you. And then being a billionaire, the plane's going to be sick. I mean, there's planes with bedrooms in them.
Yeah.
There's planes that have everything. There's nothing. I don't know how Nicky's saying it's not a 1-1 pick.
You're more likely
Owning
to
your own
die.
plane.
You're more likely to die.
You're more likely to die in a car than a plane.
What the? That was
No,
They
the
say
jets,
more likely to
private
die.
jets. I just spit everywhere. Private jets crash more than any other plane. That's a fact.
Okay, Nicky, like, that's the most ridiculous argument in the world because every billionaire in the world flies private and has their own plane. So it's like, what kind of argument? Like, okay, just don't travel then?
No, you could travel. Just know that you're at more risk than the common folk. That's all.
Hey, you know what? I'll take the risk because the reward is that significant and that great. Sitting on your own bird, getting served caviar, and then landing and walking onto a big old Blacktown car and driving to wherever you gotta go.
Fair enough.
I've never flown private. I gotta imagine
That sucks.
the
It sucks.
the ability to just skip TSA is worth.
It's the best feeling.
That
It is.
that's got to be. It's invaluable. Invaluable.
And like
It's crazy.
you walk on and like, at least in my experience, it was catered.
Yeah.
So it's like
Oh
the
yeah,
food.
you tell them what you want.
Yeah.
What you want. It'll be there.
Oh man. Yeah.
I think it's a true 1-1. Like, I looked at
I
this
do
draft.
too.
I was like, I got to get my own plane, and then they can't have it.
Yeah, no, listen, if you're a billionaire and you have your own plane, you've saved hours in your life.
Yeah.
Totally.
Just not
Yes.
the deboarding process and getting there early.
Luggage.
I
And,
think-
So much time you've saved.
I think of just all like the negative experiences of driving or a flying commercial too. We got like the assholes next to you, the even like if you're sitting
Babies
first
crying.
class, it's still not like awesome. It's still like this is just like you control who's there or not there, and you get to chill. You have the bed in the back if you want. It is, to me, it is like the ultimate luxury.
Everything.
I thought Nicky was going to have an unbelievable pick as like another 1-1, but it's like, oh, you may die.
What a way to
I
go
didn't see
out
that
too.
coming.
Everyone would know, like, hey, like that guy went down in his own private plane. He must have been sweet.
yeah.
I was
be like
making
a
sure
martyr.
you were informed. That's all.
All right, to me, the other one that I think you could have went with, I'm going with a perk here, and it's a private chef. Like, just have someone there cooking your meals, whatever you want, whipping it up. Obviously, like I said beforehand, there is some fudging with this topic. Sure, you could be a millionaire and have a private chef, but we're not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying here? Yeah, I think it's as simple as that. Private chef is big time.
I'm not surprised by the pick, Ed.
I mean, you should be.
You said yourself why it's a bad pick because you can do that at like other price points, and
That's kind of what I thought too.
I'm
a
limiting
little
this
bit.
to stuff that only billionaires can do.
Yeah, but you could be a millionaire and have a plane too. It's not
I guess,
like
yeah.
Exactly. But I will say, Ed, if you watch the Amazon Prime doc on the NHL Face Off, I think McDavid's talk about how he got a chef. It's the best purchase he's ever made in his life. That's because he can't afford a plane yet.
Right. Yeah.
True.
But I mean,
That's fair.
it would be every morning, afternoon, evening just to tell the guy, hey, make me this. It's a solid pick. I don't know about 1-2, but
Yeah.
solid pick.
What about the fact that you got to have like an extra person who's not in your family, just in your house all the time?
Yeah.
Great
yeah.
call.
Yeah.
Great call.
You got to have like awkward
Listen,
small talk. It's like
that's the billionaire. That's the billionaire game. Your house is so big, you need someone.
Yeah, that's facts. You just put them in like the left wing of the mansion.
That'd be sweet to have a place where you have wings. Like it's in the left wing. It's in the right.
Yeah. No, I
thought you honestly meant buffalo wings from the chef.
No, to have a place so big that you consider
Yes.
that part of the building the wing. That would be fucking amazing in and of itself.
But having the opportunity to be like, yeah, I'm feeling like this, and they'll be like, all right, I'll go out, I'll get it, I'll come back, and I'll make it, is phenomenal.
I don't disagree. I just think that
I also just don't mind cooking. I actually like cooking. So it's just like that to me is like, meh,
You're a billionaire. You're like someone could cook way
it's
better than you.
simple pleasures, dude.
Yeah, but someone will cook way better than you.
You're not gonna.
I mean,
be
nothing
like,
tastes better. Food tastes better when it's made for you. Like if the sandwich, if somebody else makes it, it's better.
And the chef does the dishes too. I think that's the biggest.
Yeah, that's not
having to do that ever.
Whitney, what's your net worth? How much money you got in your bank? I know what the internet's telling me right now.
What does it say?
12.
Probably right around there, I guess. I don't know. I haven't met with my financial advisor in a while. How's the market doing?
I don't know. I don't know how to do anything with money other than to spend it.
I don't think I spend that much money.
So is there anything like, obviously you've made money, but is there anything you're like, man, obviously private planes and all the the extravagant stuff that we're going to talk about, but what's the one thing where you're like, fuck, I just don't have quite enough money? Is there anything specific for you?
Flying private every single time I fly. That's all I ever think about.
AC in your Nantucket house?
I do have AC in the Nantucket house. You know what? It would probably be nice not to rent the Nantucket house anymore. It's a little white trash of me, I may say. But right now, it's like I can't be there. I'm there like 2 weeks a year. Big old mortgage on the thing.
Yeah.
Dave chirps me, but I rent the thing out. So maybe not renting my Nantucket.
Okay. All right.
Honestly, that was exactly what I was looking for.
That's a good one.
You're calling it white trash to get money from a.
Well, my wife said, can we not rent this? I said, do you want to get a job?
Oof. I bet that she answered real quick after that.
Yeah.
Do you want to run the handles to Pink Whitney? Like, is that what we're like, are we?
Yeah.
Are you in on the Pink Whitney business now?
I was at a dive bar last weekend in Central Illinois, and they had all these like fruity cocktail drinks, and they had Pink Whitney, and I thought it was funny considering it was the most divey dive bar in the history of dive bars.
Pink Whitney's
That's
everywhere.
where we do our work.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dive.
College dive bars.
Beautiful. Yeah, I don't know how you guys are poking holes in this. I think private chef's a great pick.
I think that, I mean,
pick 1-2. I think it's a little early.
I think you could have got it later in the draft.
I mean,
I'm stunned by that.
Doesn't Jersey Jerry have one? And I don't.
No, he doesn't have. He has a wife or a girlfriend that stays at home and takes care.
Jersey Jerry had, when we had poker, he had the hibachi chef there, and it was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, that was
and they were
great.
just bringing steak to our face.
Yeah, that
It
was amazing.
Phenomenal, Nick.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Nick, you're up.
All right. I get labeled as just douchebag, this scumbag all the time. So I'm gonna just rock with my douchebags and scumbags. I'm gonna go company here, and I'm gonna go with BlackRock. So I just fucking own everything. I control everyone's fucking life. If I want Whit out of his Nantucket house, I could fucking kick him out.
Honestly, he's right.
If I want Dave to move out of his 1x1 box, I could just fucking kick him out. I just own everything. I have all the inside trading. I run the fucking world, and no one can do shit about it.
He's right. Hold on.
BlackRock's up there.
You know what? I don't think. I think you'd have to be a legit trillionaire to buy it. So I don't even know if you could buy it.
Before the show started, we brought that up, and you said unlimited money.
Yeah.
It's just pick a company you want to own.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, BlackRock's worth $11.5 trillion.
Well, that's why it should have been 1-1, but I got it at 3.
But there's just so many other companies. But I think no matter what company any of us take, everyone hates the owners of these companies.
Yeah.
Everyone hates these companies. People are like, if you're worth that much, people are like, they suck. Look at Elon. Everyone hates him.
Yeah.
I don't think everyone hates Elon.
50%.
I would say a lot of people hate him. I don't hate him.
I love him.
I love him. But how long until that $1 trillion company run by Smokes is worth less than $1 billion?
I mean, I'm buying it at a pettiness to ruin people's lives.
Yeah.
Is that BlackRock's whole business? Is they just buy up private housing? Like, is that
No.
Their
own,
business is everything.
Yeah.
really?
Those bombs that are in Ukraine, BlackRock.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Homes, businesses, media, pharmaceuticals, like they own
everything.
They own like every publicly traded company in the world.
Get ready to learn stimulus checks.
I'll be honest, it's not a pick that I expected out of you.
Yeah, I was dialed in. I was telling you that.
I thought like you'd take like Jägermeister or something.
No, I was gonna I was gonna go Pornhub or Nike.
Hey, no
free
tip,
shoes.
no tip and picks.
Oh, my bad.
But yeah, all right. Big brain, Nicky Smokes. White Sox, Dave.
I'm glad that I got the 4th pick over Chief. I think that this would have been his probably first pick, but I'm going a Rocky Mountain Ranch.
Rocky.
I don't know if you
A
can.
Rocky Mountain
Fine,
Ranch.
but you can't take the Rocky Mountains run from Mexico up to Alaska, dude.
Okay.
You're taking how much land?
I'm
Are you
taking-
fucking Ted Turner? You have one home.
Well, he's
It
saying
doesn't
if he
matter
takes
if it's-
Jackson Hole.
I don't
Yeah,
care if
he's got-
it's.
he's
I don't.
got a-
No, hold on. Let me finish. You asked a question. I'm going to answer it. I said Rocky Mountain Ranch. I don't care if it's in northern New Mexico or Colorado or Wyoming. I'm just saying a ranch in the Rocky Mountains. I'm not saying I'm buying the Rocky Mountains.
Well, right, but it's like you. This is fucking. And then I'm taking a European place.
I could-
you can't take. You took,
Hey.
you took an entire fucking continent, Dave.
Yeah, you got to pick a town. Dude.
Okay, I will fucking Google ranches for sale, filter it by literally the most expensive to the least expensive, and click the top one. There will
You want
be
like
for sale.
Yellowstone. You want a
Yeah,
nice
exactly.
big old ranch
That's
in
that's
Yellowstone.
exactly what I'm looking for. What is
That sounds like a lot of work.
Because you're drafting Arizona again. You're taking the
No.
whole state of
Yeah,
Arizona.
you can't. You have to pick a location. You have to pick.
It
a
says
location.
my splurge purchase, I would buy a ranch out, like
Where?
a ranch.
Where?
Why does it have to be somewhere in the Rocky Mountains? I would fucking look.
Pick up. Well, they're wildly different. That's why I said you took an entire fucking.
No,
continent.
I didn't. I said I would, but my splurge purchase would be a ranch that is for sale.
All right. Well, then
and
I'm going to take
Yeah, but
one.
Dave, this is like if we're gonna like buy a team and everyone was gonna take an NFL team and you're like, I'm gonna buy the NFL.
Yeah.
That is not what I'm saying. No, you can fucking.
So if someone just says, "I'm going to buy a beach house," and it's like, well, so you have every coastline house in the world.
No, I didn't say that. My first splurge purchase, I'm going. I don't call it Zillow or whatever.
Hall and Hall that's the one you want.
Okay, Hall and Hall. And I'm looking for a ranch for sale that's got thousands and thousands of acres. It might be outside of Jackson Hole. It might be in northern.
Can you
it might-
just take a ranch in Montana? Is that
Yeah,
fine?
yeah, John Dutton. John Dutton.
Fine,
White Sox
call
Dutton.
it Montana. What does it matter? It's in somewhere in the Rocky Mountains.
All right, Montana Ranch.
Montana Ranch doesn't sound as
But
cool
what-
as Rocky Mountain Ranch.
What?
Caribou Ranch.
Why are you guys so hung up on?
No.
I
I found it. The most expensive ranch is what Dave said he wanted to do. 225,000 acres. Great Western Ranch, Quemedo, New Mexico. So enjoy fucking New Mexico, dude.
Sure. Have you ever been to New Mexico?
Yeah, I
It's
have.
Unbelievably.
Am I switching this to New Mexico?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Ranch in
No,
New
no,
Mexico.
Montana or New Mexico.
What? Why are you guys hung up on a state? What is it? I don't understand why you guys are hung up on.
I think
specifics.
Whit summed it up. It's like saying we're drafting an NFL team. You're like, oh, just give me the entire.
Yeah,
NFL.
you just need to be specific, I believe. Like I know
I
my
am
place
specific.
I'm buying.
Somewhere
my
in the
second
Rocky
home,
Mountains.
My second
didn't
home is
say Appalachian
the
Mountains.
Rocky Mountains are half the country. My second home is specific.
Yes.
I understand what you were saying, but all you had to say was a ranch at Yellowstone.
But I don't know if it might not be there. I'm doing my due diligence. My first purchase. I'm splooging on a private ranch somewhere in the Rocky
It's
Mountains.
coming all over
Yeah,
your ranch.
literally, I would be coming all over it.
All right, Montana Ranch.
Montana
Sure.
it is.
Call it Montana.
All right, Chief, you're up.
Taking a Colorado ranch. Wait, I want a ski in, ski out ranch because I love the skiing. I like to do a ski trip every year. I'd love to be able to rent Whit's private jet, fly right into Steamboat or some place like that, and have a Colorado ranch where I can ski and then go there in the summer to go away from this the heat of wherever I'm living full time.
Yeah, there's so much heat in Chicago.
Yeah.
I feel that.
Colorado. I'll say Colorado ski house. Just so it's not a ranch the way Dave wants.
and
It's
ski in,
house.
ski out, right on the mountain.
Totally, yeah. Ski in,
Yeah.
ski out.
Would you have taken Montana Ranch over this if it was available?
You know, Montana's a little hard to get to.
Okay.
So
Yeah, but I know you're big on that. That's why I'm wondering.
yeah, no, I love the Rocky Mountains. I think if I could live anywhere, I hope to live out west someday. So yeah, I'm taking a Western ranch.
All right.
So
A Western ranch.
ski in, ski out, like ranch style home. Yeah.
All right. You're up again.
This is I don't know if I would normally take the Chicago Blackhawks, but because they're pissing me off so much lately, where they can't get the fucking games on TV, the team's been bad for 9 years, that someone needs to do a hostile takeover and just run that thing. I think I'm the guy to do it, so I'm buying the Chicago Blackhawks.
Like it.
See, I thought about this back and forth. Do you want to buy the team you love?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
No, all
yes,
fucking
yes.
day.
And no,
For sure.
I agree that I see your point.
Yes.
And if it was 2015, maybe I would say no about the Blackhawks. They're fine. It's been such a fucking disaster for so long now that they need some guidance. And if I can't fix them, and probably can't because I'm a moron, but it's such a disaster that it's like I'd like to try. So I would,
and even if they are in a good place, it's like I want to own my favorite team. Like, I think even if I think we should make it clear when we're buying our franchises, we are in this thing to spend money and win championships.
Totally.
We're not trying to make money like some of these owners. We don't care about
this is a
making money.
toy. This is a toy.
This is a toy.
Yeah. So and like I love hockey. Hockey's my favorite sport. They're my favorite team. I would not want to own any other hockey team. Like if I can't get the Blackhawks, I'm not picking a hockey team.
Right. Yeah, I feel the same way with the NFL teams. Like, there's no other team I would own besides the Dolphins.
Yeah.
I don't know how you wouldn't want to own that. You have all the power to make all the right moves. You could be the reason why your team is no longer shit.
I get that, but you still can't control what happens in those games.
Yeah,
But that's the case for every team where everyone's drafting it.
I know.
You can at least the face to how your fans perceive you. You can at least be the guy that makes as much of an honest effort at winning every single year as possible. And at that point, like if Jerry Reinsdorf did that, I would. And they lost, and won a World Series, but it was an honest attempt to winning a World Series every year.
Totally, but
That's how it goes.
you'll
It's sports.
always have to deal with bullshit.
You have to deal with bullshit no matter what.
I'm dealing with bullshit right now.
It's a little more
Dealing with
She's dealing with a
dumbass.
fucking antenna.
Like it's 92.
Yeah.
All right, Blackhawks. White Sox, Dave, you're up.
I'm going to go company, and this is also out of petty. If I'm running this company, it's completely out of pettiness, and I'm going with Barstool Sports. I'm walking in with the paintball gun, and I'm just fucking launching one right between Whitney's eyeballs. He can stay if he wants. I don't care if he does, but if he does choose to stay and do his little hockey show, I'm his boss, and he answers to me and nobody else. I would
quit the second that purchase.
Probably, and guess what?
And I would
don't give a
actually
fuck.
grab everyone and I'd start up a competitor, and I'd be like, "Fuck this
And
guy!"
guess
We're
what?
taking this whole company down.
Hey, guess what? I'd be rich enough where I could buy that one too, because everyone has their price, Whitney. And I know Portnoy says he won't sell again. He'd give it to Dan's kid, I think he said. But every man has their price. And if I got billions and billions and billions, Dave Portnoy does too, I'd be the boss. He could work for me too if he wants. I'd be his boss too. But that's what I would do. And I would just hold it over everybody's head for now until the end of Barstool Sports' existence.
Hey,
or
Whit,
my existence.
Hey, Whit, if Dave buys Barstool, can I have a job?
Me?
Yeah, I'm asking if you're starting up this competitor, can I have a job?
I'm taking all you guys.
Okay,
I'm
all right,
taking.
all right.
Oh, hey, don't forget there's non-compete
all
clauses
you guys,
too.
and I'm giving you offers with my billions that he won't be able to compete with.
Yeah, because you, out of spite, would not want to be in a bidding war to like acquire my services.
And I'll pick you up on my plane.
No, you guys have.
great.
Hey, you guys. No, in this scenario, I'm the only billionaire here for this pick. You guys are the. You're the little
Okay,
fucking.
you're the only billionaire at
We're
your Rocky
12.
Mountain Ranch.
Yeah, I'm not moving to New Mexico, Dave.
You don't need to
fuck
move.
that.
That'll be my first residence.
What I think your first move would have to be changing your name to just Dave, and then you make Portnoy Patriots Dave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Michigan Dave.
I am now the
Indiana Fever.
And that's exactly why I'm White Sox Dave, because he didn't want there to be two Daves in the company.
Yeah,
so
I
he's
know.
like, you're White Sox Dave. I'm like, that's kind of fucking lame, but
That would
okay.
be so funny. Yeah, you're Indiana Fever Dave.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I would. Oh man, that'd be great.
You're splooging again.
Kinda.
Nicky, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna go with a sports team here, and I'm doing this one out of spite. That guest we have on screen, he's already my little bitch, and I want to make him more of my bitch. I'm gonna buy the Edmonton Oilers, and I'm gonna just fucking move the team to South Florida. Just take hockey out of Canada.
So hold on. You don't think that I would mind if my favorite team went to Florida, where I could just travel and play golf and watch them play all the time?
If I moved the Oilers out of Canada, that would start a fucking civil war there.
I don't live in Canada. I don't live in Edmonton, buddy.
You don't
Wherever
live
they
in Florida?
go, I'm rooting for them. You just made my life. My favorite
I'm
team's
the
in
owner.
Florida.
I'm the owner. I'm going to make them the shittest team to ever fucking live, and I'm going to make you watch them every single game.
Well, I don't think you can do that, but I do think that if you bought the Oilers and moved them to Florida, I'd be like, this is amazing. I can go play golf and watch McDavid and Leon light up this league from the warm,
All
sunny
right, I'm moving them to
confines.
fucking Vermont.
That's fine. That's about a 4-hour drive for me. I'm just reeling you in right now.
Fuck. Well, I'm still going to make you watch shit hockey, so fuck you.
Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair.
You want to trade McDavid to the Blackhawks and sign
Yeah,
them?
you could
All right.
have McDavid. No, I'll give McDavid to the Cats, and then you could have whoever else.
All right, I'll take Leon.
Yeah, that's fine.
You could have picked any sports franchise, and you just took the Edmonton one.
I wanted to
The
be.
Edmonton Oilers.
I wanted to be.
That's why he's left off the draft board.
Exactly, yeah. But it's my fault. But you took the Oilers in the.
Well, I
second
mean,
round.
I could have went with a huge soccer team, but you guys wouldn't have even known who they are, except for.
What do you mean? There's
I'm leaning that way, so I wouldn't say that. And Chief's a big soccer guy, so
Oh well, Real Madrid's still on the board, so have fun with that.
all right. The Edmonton Oilers. Anybody have them on their board?
I did not. Probably could have had him in the 5th round.
Did you have them on your board, Whitney?
no.
All right. It's to me. Oh man, there's a lot of good stuff there still.
I didn't have Barstool Sports on my board either.
Neither did
neither.
I,
Yeah.
Do you not like that pick?
I thought it was a funny pick.
Yeah.
It was a funny
kinda
pick,
like
but I
me
don't.
picking
Is the
the
company
Oilers.
making money? Like, does it just break even?
I don't. That's not why I picked it though.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, 99%
Nicky
of
Smokes' his company's like worth more than like most countries, and you picked
I think it's
Barstool.
probably worth more than every country except 2 off the top of my head. Literally. But like 99% of the purchases I'm making as a billionaire, they're just like fun fuck you purchases. Like I'm not doing it to make money.
All right, Splurge Purchase. I'm gonna take a yacht. I think Conor McGregor has done a lot for the yacht business. Seeing him just pop out in all these Twitter videos make me laugh, and it looks sick. So, a super yacht is a baller move if you're a billionaire. I think it's kind of a must-have too. So,
Yeah, I figured that would be second after my jet. Is just a huge fucking yacht.
Yeah.
Like these yachts that are in Nantucket Harbor in the summer. I always Google them to find out like the owner. I mean, these things are so big and so nice on the inside. It's number 2 after a jet for purchase.
Yeah.
got it.
But you got to be on the ocean. So I mean, you saw that guy die on the yacht in Italy, right? If Nicky Smokes is talking about death, there's a lot of danger that comes with the perfect storm in the middle of the Atlantic.
Yeah, I mean, Dave couldn't even fucking go out a mile in Nantucket without almost dying.
Yeah. Did you guys hear the story? This was like 2 or 3 years ago, where Bezos was building some super yacht, and they couldn't. It was so big they had to like piece by piece take apart this bridge that was like 400 years old just to get it out of the harbor, and then put the bridge back in place. So like removing the bridge cost like $60 million.
That's honestly amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, just move it.
That's
We'll
ridiculous.
pay for it.
Yeah.
So I've never been on a cruise or a super yacht.
You seem like a cruise guy too, like a Carnival cruise guy.
That's a guy to my left. He's going on one in like a month.
I like cruises, but
I love cruises.
I'm not. I
That
would
makes
be.
sense, too.
I've never
I'm
been
not.
on one.
I don't. There's no
I
fun
mean,
with that.
wait, when you were 25 years old, you're telling me you wouldn't like to go on a cruise and
was
get
also
saucy? and-
never-
When I was 12 and saw the cruise ships with big old like water slides, I was like, those look horrible. I don't want to be stuck on some shit fucking cruise ship with brutal food with the same people for a week, and I just have never had any desire to go on a cruise.
Can you
I see
swim?
people getting on a Carnival cruise, and I'm like, oh, I'd rather go work construction than get on that cruise
There are
ship.
layers to
There's
cruise
creatures,
ships for
yeah.
sure. But I am looking to go on one soon. So if anyone cruise
Wait.
company, let me know.
How old were you when you signed your big deal?
23, I think.
Okay. All right. So yeah. So 25, you're like absolutely fucking not.
Oh,
What's the first thing you bought when you got paid?
I bought a car. I didn't. Oh, I bought a condo in Boston, in Charlestown.
That sounds lame. All right.
Yeah, I was trying to be smart with the dough. You buy real estate. They're not building any more of it. You know, Nicky?
That's smart.
Get as
Yeah.
much real estate. A lot of these billionaires we're talking about, it's real estate based. Look at BlackRock. Look at your company.
Yeah.
True.
Fair.
Is there? But I asked that. Is there like a swell? I know that could be a stupid question.
Is there what?
Like a swell, like the waves.
No, you really can't feel it.
can't.
I mean, unless if it's like I've only been on 2, to be clear, but you've probably been on more than me.
I've been on 2.
Okay, yeah, I've only been on 2 in my life.
Yeah. This,
I have no
just
shame though. By the way,
it's like girls' body count number. Like just times this by 7.
but cruises are one thing that gets the worst press, and it's unvalid.
I can.
I agree.
Cruises rock.
They're fun.
Yeah, I bet
had a good
I'd.
time.
And you say I'm a cruise guy. I've never been on one. I understand why you'd say that because I think I would have. I could find myself having a shit ton of fun. They have casinos in it.
Dude,
Yes,
you had
exactly.
fun at the fucking water park.
yeah, dude.
Water
like,
parks fucking rock.
yeah,
The indoor Wisconsin Dells
Okay,
water
that's
park.
that's a little.
I also.
I'm fine being a little trash. That's okay.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm
then
in the
I can-
minority. I mean, these things are they're huge. So many people go on cruises. I've just always been like, ugh.
I've never
Yeah,
done
but
one
no,
either.
that's a popular take though.
Remember that
People-
cruise where everyone got sick and they had to like stay out in the harbor
That
for
was
like
COVID.
a week?
It was right in the beginning of COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just locked him on the fucking
That
like
was
Hudson
wild.
River in New York or
Yeah,
something.
not great.
That was all over the place. It wasn't just one. It was like
great.
Yeah.
it was
yeah,
like
they had a
every
bunch
cruise.
in
Yeah.
Florida, too.
But I'm taking a super yacht. Okay.
All right.
Super yacht. So does that mean yachts still on the board?
No, I'm taking a yacht.
Okay.
Whitney, you're up.
All right, I guess with the discussion we just had about Bezos and paying $60 million to take apart a bridge, I got to go company and Amazon. I think that when I need something, it's Amazon app. I would say conservatively guessing or speaking, it's 12 to 15 Amazon packages arrive at my house a week. Whether it's myself or my wife, it's so easy. Any single thing you need, you're just like, oh, right to the app, boom. And it not only is it there quick, it's there that day half the time now. And with how much Bezos is worth and what he's done, and I just look at Amazon and say, I want to own that. So I now have a jet in Amazon. I think this thing's over.
Wit's killing small business.
Are you okay driving around?
Oh, let's make this clear. I got no problem crushing small business.
You know, I
I'm
don't
a fan
either.
of small businesses. I am. But if you're giving me the chance to own Amazon, all day.
So every empty storefront you pass by, every vacant mall, that's on your hands.
Oh,
Every employee that
got
can't
blood
take
on
a
your
bathroom break.
hey, when I said a lot of these people are hated, a lot of these company owners, and they're hated. I don't mind being hated. I could deal with that. But if we're picking companies to own, every person in the world uses Amazon. It's just so easy. It's made life easy. And it really stinks for these business owners. It sucks.
Well,
But it's
adapt or
like-
die, Whitney. Adapt or die.
Adapt or die, Dave. Sorry.
Adapt or die. Sorry,
I mean,
that's how it is.
what company will be taken besides Barstool that hasn't put small businesses out of work? I mean, right?
Yeah, to a degree. You're right.
Yeah, not like me. Not
Well,
like me.
here-
I'm
Yeah, yours like you. I mean, it's crazy how many little things they do that they've just crushed people on. Like just simple like notepads is like the Amazon
Oh, yeah.
Smile brand. You know, everything's like, yeah, why not?
I
do
got
that.
this rubber
batteries.
thing.
Sure, like they own everything. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
I needed dry erase markers, like the Expo dry erase markers for a coaching board. Just yesterday. Boom, Amazon, they came at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
This was at 1.
It's
I mean,
crazy.
yeah, that's wild.
It's made
so
life.
easy.
Are you okay with your employees pissing in bottles, like Chief said?
Yeah, you gotta give them bathroom breaks.
I didn't know. I will change that company where there'll be no pissing in bottles. Everyone gets like 3 or 4 bathroom breaks and then a nice 45-minute break. And if our revenue dips a little bit, it's fine because we're still Amazon.
Now, here's a question just to play devil's advocate. Like, if I bought Barstool, it's going to run itself, assuming everybody, like, I would just buy it. Amazon, you got to do, like, lots of shit, I'd imagine.
Can we call Dave and can we call Portnoy and ask him if Barstool runs itself?
All of this office does for the most part. Like the day-to-day
Dan
stuff.
runs that office.
Well, yeah.
So it doesn't run itself.
I
That's
mean,
a man doing
it's a lot less moving parts than Amazon or BlackRock is what I'm saying.
Also, like,
okay. So
a
you
million
took the
times
one
more
company that doesn't need somebody to run it and be the captain of the ship. Like,
well, I would
every-
if I wouldn't buy Amazon so I could be the CEO, so I'd have to be at all the fucking board meetings and like make sure this is right and that's right. Like if I'm buying something, I don't. If I'm a billionaire, I'm not working anymore. Is what I'm saying.
well, okay, but whoever Bezos' right hand man is, I'm upping his salary to stay on and keep doing what you're doing. Like I don't think Bezos is in the meetings about like how to get the dry erase markers to people quickly.
Bezos is on that super yacht with his girlfriend a lot.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Yes.
I'm just like I said, playing devil's advocate.
hey, let's take a break here because we're going to talk about Portillo's. Listen, I'm going to say it again. The new salted caramel spice cake. 2 layers of moist spiced cake paired with a creamy salted caramel frosting that combines sweetness and fall spices to bring out the best in both flavors. And you could also get it in a cake shake variety. It's unbelievable.
It really is.
So, full disclosure, I have not had the cake shake version of this. I've been saving it for a special occasion. I might need it now. I might need it now.
Halloween treat.
like a little
maybe.
coping.
Yeah.
Mechanism?
Yeah. I like that.
Maybe a Halloween treat.
Yeah. Treat yourself.
Yeah, so it's great. Go hop in on it. Also, obviously, they have all the great entrees you could ask for, good appetizers. Portillo's the spot.
We've said that a million times. Do like pin the tail on the donkey with the menu.
Yeah.
Wherever that dart ends up, you're getting something good.
Yeah, and you're not going to be disappointed.
Obviously, they're known for their Italian beef. I happen to love their burgers.
Burgers are
I love
great.
their
Burgers
burgers.
are awesome.
Yeah. So order at Portillo's.com or head to your local Portillo's to satisfy your Chicago-style cravings today. All right, Whitney, you're up again.
Oh, I'm up again.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to go, and I know this overlaps with purchase, but this is my privilege, and I've had the opportunity to play the Grove, which is Michael Jordan's golf course in Florida, and I would get my own golf course. Does this count as a privilege? I think it does. I mean, I'm going to...
I think that's a good
Yeah,
pick.
or just playing being able to play.
I'm a golf nut. I'm obsessed with the
Yeah.
game. The thought of owning a golf course and just whenever you want to show up and play, and if there's somebody on the tee, they move to the side, and if there's somebody on the 7th hole when you get there, they move to the side. You're in charge of everything, from the food, from the drinks, from the caddies, from the course, and how you design it, and who you hire to build it, and the green speeds. And just for me and my true passion in life being golf, owning my own course, flying on my jet while I go through the Amazon numbers, this is just... I'm laughing right now. I'm the #1 billionaire in the world.
Do you have an idea where you would put it?
That's a great question. That is an absolutely phenomenal question.
Like, what's your favorite
course?
course?
It could be where my second home will be. So I'll save.
Okay.
that.
All right. Fair.
What are you going to say? It does feel like Splurge
It's a
Purchase,
purchase,
too.
yeah.
But I will say, like, I
gotta
think
word it.
can, like,
But they're the
I think-
okay.
I
My
think the
privilege is
golfing whenever
okay.
you want,
I'll
wherever.
reword it. My privilege is that I own a course, and that whenever I want, I go play it. My privilege is just going to play my course whenever I want.
or just being able to play any course would be pretty
Oh.
doable if you're a billionaire.
Okay.
Right?
I'd actually,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
And he's
I
got a
maybe would
jet.
rather that.
Yes, I think.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Being able, okay, let's say being able to play any golf course in the world whenever I want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is that
Okay,
is
now
that a-
that's a little unrealistic because like they don't care, like Augusta doesn't care
Sure.
right?
about some trillionaire from Saudi Arabia, but we're changing the rules a little bit. Are you
Yes.
saying? For
Yeah,
me?
yeah. Well, not for you, but I think that's
Dude,
like,
even
it's
we
kind of
got
like a
to
win the
play-
lottery draft. I think this is
Yeah.
all kind of like applicable. Of
Okay.
like, what would you do? So
Even
All right.
us two bums played basically every elite course in Illinois this summer.
Yeah.
So well, if you're a billionaire, you can figure it out.
You could probably figure out everything but Augusta.
Yeah, but then even then, like if you're running in those circles, you're probably bumping into a member who can get you on.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think for the record, that's a great pick.
I think it's a great pick, too.
That's a billionaire perk, being
Yeah.
able to fucking
The
play
billionaire
anywhere.
perk.
Yes.
I'm a Billy goat.
All right, to me, So you brought up the example of buying the NFL when you could buy a team. This is somewhat like that, but I think this qualifies. So hear me out.
Veto.
I would want the UFC.
That counts.
I think that counts because it's not a
That's
specific.
kind of a company.
Yeah.
That is a company.
Yeah,
I want that would be my
That's
company.
your company.
No,
Yes.
that's
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
com-
And
That's
that-
your
and-
sports franchise or your company?
My company.
Oh, 100%. That's
Okay.
legit.
Yeah.
that's
and that
definitely
has sold in our
Right.
It has.
yeah,
5
and
years.
I
or
looked
so,
it up.
right?
I could have taken RKO because they own WWE, they own PBR. They just said today, and they own they own a bunch of like combat sports thing like that. But to me, being able to be the owner of UFC and be Dana White and
he's not
make
the technical.
I know, but
Yes.
but for all intents and purposes, he runs the
Italian
ship,
dude.
Right.
and it was the
I looked this all up the other day randomly.
Here, how about this though?
Fertitta brothers.
Yes, that's what it is. Yeah.
Everybody loves Dana White.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to be the guy that replaces the legend? Because
Fair point.
there's only one way to go is down.
I disagree with that.
If you think I'm buying the UFC and I'm firing Dana White, you're
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'm giving him a lifetime deal. That guy's right.
Or
in
if
that
you buy it,
best
it's like,
commissioner in
hey,
sports.
part of this deal is you have to stay on for like 20 years. So-
Yeah, like I don't care if he's 80 and you got to
All right.
put a
Good,
wheelchair ramp up there to put the belt around someone. Dana White is staying.
good answer.
Yeah, and I think being able to have a hand and talking to Dana, and be like, hey, I think this fight would be good.
Yeah, but then what if Dana goes public because he can't be controlled? Be like, this guy's trying to pick the fights. Like,
I
he
don't
doesn't know
think
what
he'd
the
do
fuck
that.
He's doing.
He's cut from the same cloth as like a Portnoy. He just calls it like it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if Ed is meddling in fight cards and he's like, why don't you just sit the fuck over there? Like, I know what
He
I'm
would
doing.
do that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't do that.
I like the pick. I
think you should
newer.
love the pick.
I love the pick.
Great pick.
I love the
I thought it was
pick.
a great pick.
Are you a UFC guy?
Yeah, I'm like a casual.
So I was out sick early in the week, and I've never done this in my life, but I watched the first 5 UFCs, or first like 8 actually, on YouTube. Could you, if you do own the UFC, can you bring back tournaments? Because I have never been so entertained while I was sick than watching those. It was legit 180-pound. His name's Royce Gracie. He's like the inventor of
Dave, send me an
Brazilian-
email. I'll let you know. We'll
hold
figure
on.
it out.
And he fought a dude who was he's 6'1", 180. Fought and choked out a dude who was like 6'4", 260 and absolutely shredded muscle. And they were trying to kill each other. It was the coolest shit of all time.
Yeah.
You have to bring back the tournaments.
Yeah. So UFC is my.
I do like the pick. I love the pick, Ed. I will tell you, I love the pick.
You're cage side of every fight.
Oh.
Entertaining,
All right.
hanging out with all the big
It
stars. Yeah.
Oh, what a pick.
Nick, you're up.
All right, for my special privilege, I think the broad way to say this is like courtside seats, but basically just elite seats at every sporting event. Like courtside for basketball. If I want to be on the 50-yard line for the Super Bowl or in a suite, I could do that. If I want to be on the glass for a hockey game, I'm on the glass. So just like elite level seats at sporting events.
So this is Splurge.
Yeah, or privilege.
I think this could be a privilege. Yeah.
Yeah, perk. Yeah.
It's a great pick.
Yeah, it's nice.
I mean, hockey on the glass is actually like the worst seats, I think.
Yeah, because you can't
Yeah.
really like see the whole ice. But anyway, put me in the
that
fucking
purchase
suite.
is, I mean, that splurge or that privilege is good.
Yeah.
Like you just go to any game you want. You have the best seats. Like that's a solid pick.
Yeah, I think it's good.
Honestly, that's probably our best perk with this company, or one of them, I would argue. Being able to typically have good seats at sporting events that we want to be to, or music.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
these are
game
like
time.
Shout out
Shout out game time.
Or
Shout out
shout out
game
game
time.
time.
White Sox Dave.
That's how you know you made a good pick. No one had anything to say.
I think everybody knows what team I'm going to purchase for my sports franchise, right?
I guess I looked at it a different way.
However, you'd be incorrect, and I am going to go with the Chicago Bears. It's a salary cap league. I can just actually hire Jim Harbaugh instead of what they did this year because money wouldn't be an issue. I would say make the best possible football decisions, get as close to the cap or over it. I don't know how exactly it works in the NFL if you can't even go over it. Make the best football decisions possible, take money completely out of it, go and get the Chicago Bears as many Super Bowls as you possibly can while I'm alive and owning this team.
Now here's my thing. Like you went Blackhawks, you went Bears. But if you're trying to win the draft, wouldn't you kind of want like what, a more lucrative team? Like
but those are two legendary teams in their leagues.
Yeah.
It's not like the Dolphins or something.
oh, piss off.
Like, granted, if you're
Chiefs got original 6. Dave with the Bears, they're like
the original
storic
one.
franchise.
Their original one. They
Yeah.
invented the
Like
NFL.
if you bought the Kansas City Royals, it's like, well, I mean, you got the Oilers.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Are they not like original 6?
No.
No.
Fuck.
I even know that.
Well, dude, it fucking rocked when I went to Edmonton. That place was popping.
It was popping.
It was
but you're
great.
moving them to Vermont.
well, yeah,
I actually,
I'm gonna send them to fucking Mexico.
hockey in Canada is just
long time ago, I said if I could own any sports franchise, I'd put a hockey team in Anchorage because I think that'd be sweet to have a hockey team in Alaska.
Well, you watched Mystery Alaska one time.
Exactly.
This
Yes.
idea.
Yeah. That's exactly how it went. I forgot to put that on.
Back to my point about the sports franchises, I do think there's something to being like, hey, that's the one thing I enjoy, unattached to. Like, I don't know if I'd want to get involved.
That's
You know what I mean?
It's
Well, no, there's like watching the Dolphins, like boils my blood to a point. I'm mad just thinking about it. And if I had the power to make change,
I
oh
get
my
that.
God, like that set me free.
But being too close to the sun and being like, oh, now I really don't enjoy it anymore because I'm not just like a fan. That's
No, I think you'd
always be a
enjoy it.
fan.
It'd be more painful on the losses, but it'd be that much more enjoyable on the wins.
You don't think Steve Cohen is enjoying this, or you think he's flying too close to the sun?
Like you're Caleb Williams' boss.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get
see.
it.
I wouldn't if I sincerely owned if I was Virginia McCaskey, I would be so hands off. But I would tell Ryan Poles, here you go. Here's literally a blank check. Do whatever you got to do. Make it so we have the best team.
I mean, we're 4-2. I feel like Dave's gonna ruin the kid.
Why?
I don't think.
Because I would be trying to get Jim Harbaugh and wouldn't let money be a factor. I'm
No,
trying
I
to
like
ruin
that.
him like that.
I don't trust you to run the Bears. Sorry,
I'm not running anything. I'm saying here's my fucking checkbook. There's nothing to run.
but you have to pick the guy who is running it.
Poles is running it.
Okay.
Chief, you're up.
I feel like the good splurges are. I want like a cleaning crew. I don't want to see us what.
Weak pick.
Yeah, I know. I don't like this pick either. but
Fucking anyone can have a cleaning lady.
Housekeeping crew?
I want a crew. I want a staff. I want everything.
I got like $2,000 to my name, and I got a cleaning lady.
Yeah, they're not there. You pick up after yourself every day.
Yeah.
I just don't. I hate cleaning. I hate chores. I don't want to have to ever do another chore ever again.
I don't think this is a bad pick.
Yeah. So a cleaning crew, like the whole crew, like the laundry's done.
That's your
Gardening.
Splurge
Gardening.
purchase. Like
Yeah, you
that's
gotta-
the first thing you're thinking of. Like, oh, gotta have that
Well,
cleaning crew.
I'd say
I
that's
guess
more of a
him
perk.
never having to
perk.
do
Yeah.
laundry.
That's
A perk.
That's
A perk.
not
Okay.
splurge.
A perk.
We
Yeah.
have a wonderful woman named Thais who comes 3 times a week and does the cleaning and the laundry, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Because
So
your room's a little messy, and those 3 days you come home and everything's just perfect. It's big time. I see what you're saying about every day being there, but then that goes into like there's always people in your house, and you mentioned that about the chef, Chief.
yeah, but so I have Yolanda. Okay, and Yolanda, I have Yolanda come like once a month. I don't have to talk to her. She can't talk to me. She speaks no
Okay.
English, and
So
I
you're
love
going
Yolanda.
the language barrier.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Yolanda knows what to do and takes care of business. So I would put Yolanda in charge. And I'd be like, Yolanda, get yourself a staff, and then Yolanda just make sure that there's not a dog. Like my dog sheds so fucking much. I bought a Roomba a couple weeks ago just to like try to stay on top of it better because I feel like I vacuum every single day. I just want my ski in, ski out place and my other primary residence should just be immaculate at all times.
No, I think this is a good perk. I don't know why.
I think it's a fine perk, but I also like that's just. It's
I think the way
huge
you
perk.
phrased it at first.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well, I said splurge first, but this is a perk.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's while it's awesome and great and all that, like I just think that's kind of assumed for
Yeah, but
billionaires,
for
like-
it is, of course, a lot of these are, but
Yeah.
for the sake of the draft.
Yeah, PJ's assumed too.
Let's take one more break to talk about cars.com. If you want to find a trustworthy dealer and you want some dealership reviews from shoppers like you, look no further than cars.com. That's very valuable. You got to read the reviews. Obviously,
Have to.
can't take everyone's opinion as gospel, but there are sometimes not even opinions that are bad, but it's more so just information.
And once you reach a critical mass.
Yeah.
So if you have a lot of people saying I had a great experience with this dealership or I had a bad experience with this dealership, you can take like the mass of humanity's opinion, and cars.com makes that super easy for you. It is, if you're looking for a car, you have to start with cars.com.
Yep, it offers the latest research, shopping tools, and dealership reviews to help every shopper find the perfect car. What I love is you could shop by monthly payment or filter by features to find cars that fit your budget and needs. Can't be said enough. Like, you're worried about the taxes, counting everything up, 1, 2, 3, using your fingers. Don't worry about any of that. Skip the calculator. Cars.com does it all for you. So visit cars.com and start exploring your next possibility today. You're up again, Chief.
I will go. Whoever owns like the New York Times, it's a big media company. I can't remember if it's like Viacom or somebody, but I want a media empire. So when everybody's hating me, I guess I'll just buy Google. I'm buying Google. Okay, so I want to control the news. I want to make it like open source. I don't want Google fucking manipulating everything. And the only thing I want them to manipulate is saying how great I am. So this is like a guard against everybody hates this billionaire. No. You love me because I'm curating what the news is. Maybe I'm linked to supermodels that I've never met. Who knows? But like my ego and like my image is going to be pristine because I'm controlling the news. Google.
But then you're fake news guy.
I don't know. Every other news is going to be so real that they won't be able to know that mine's fake.
I specifically did not write down any media thing like this because of how much backlash and everything gets. Now,
Well, it's because how they run them. I would run it differently.
you just said you would make it to
Only
You would run it like Kim Jong-un.
Only for me. Only for me.
You're a dictator.
Yeah,
Sure, they all are.
You're
Yeah.
straight up Kim Jong-un.
No.
Fuck that.
No, but if you want to write something about Trump or Kamala or whatever, it's all just open source, and we're just running it. I did just listen to a podcast the other day talking about like the power of Google and how they're worth like 6 points in the election, and I'm like, that's not right. Google shouldn't be allowed to control 6 points in the election.
How about this guy? He just wants to buy a search bar.
Yeah, right.
Fucking lame. What do you need? Like one employee?
Oh, wait. Yeah. Are you saying
You only need one employee?
Yeah. Did you see that clip, Whit?
What?
Where
What?
Dave thought all of Google was like, I don't get why they're
I
so.
saw that. That was amazing. He's like, why do they need more than 3 people to work with? The homepage is just pretty simple.
It is simple.
And then I think he like dragged fights into it, right? Where it made the
Feidelberg has stupid thoughts too. Feidelberg has dumb thoughts too.
Oh,
Yeah. So I'll take Google.
White Sox, Dave, you're up.
I'm gonna go with privilege. I'm just gonna go with buying your way out of trouble. If you get in trouble, just all right, here's money. Fucking.
I know, but I think you got to live in like Russia.
You
and
ever heard
shit
of
for that
P.
to
Diddy?
work. Like
I mean, I still, even though I'm a billionaire, I'm not gonna be doing that stuff.
And even P. Diddy's been
Epstein.
doing it for 30 fucking years.
And it-
Just now getting in trouble.
right.
Same with Epstein. Yeah, all those
this
freaks.
makes you sound like a bad guy.
Oh, Whitney. No, I'm not talking obviously like I will
I'm gonna
be-
go murder that person.
Murder is absolutely on the table for this. Murder is absolutely on the table for the billionaire draft.
Do you think Bezos has murdered somebody?
Probably.
I would absolutely bet that people have died because of him.
Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
think- I mean,
Business.
maybe not obviously, but like if you told me because I'd be like, you know what? Maybe.
Like they died because of what he's done with Amazon, or he like ordered a hit.
I wouldn't be shocked if I found
I mean, that
out.
happens with like oil companies, right? Don't they like knock people off?
I think there's definitely been some of that.
Yeah,
I'm
so-
sure there has
yeah.
been.
I I don't know if I want to get into this one. I would assume though there's many billionaires.
I'm talking more
wealthy
like
people who
if-
have had like some sketchy past getting to the top.
I'm talking more like if my stretch Escalade or whatever gets pulled over, I'm like, officer, here's $500,000. Just we gotta get to our airport to get on our private jet.
When I
I'm
played
talking
in
more like
Russia,
that shit.
we had a driver, Vadim, and he got pulled over 4 or 5 times throughout the year. And a cop would come to the window and he'd stick out 500 rubles, and the cop would take it, and then we'd leave. So that's why, like, I don't know if this is very like American, where you're just buying your way out of like a DUI, but maybe it
yeah, it
happens
is.
more than I know.
Right now I would have way more harder time getting out of a DUI than I would if I were a billionaire.
Yeah, I think based in America though, that's because you'd have some trash public attorney, and a billionaire would hire Johnny
I'd send out a
Cochran's
tweet
ghost.
and ask if anybody wants to represent me pro bono. I wouldn't have a public defendant.
I
You'd
get
get
what,
some like a Barstool sponsor to like possibly find you like a kid just out of law school, first case.
Yeah,
Get
so
Dave
it
out
wouldn't
of
be
this
a public.
DUI.
Exactly. That's
I get what Whitney's saying, but I actually think it's a good pick. I think there is an element of
Yeah, there's definitely
and if like here's this on like it's not necessarily buying your way out of trouble. Most of my life, like I did shit to avoid getting in trouble, knowing the financial repercussions that would come with it. This, like, I would get in trouble and just like not even care because, like,
it's a fucking Murdoch.
if it's a
man.
fucking $10,000 ticket, whatever. Here,
Murdoch.
like you'd be like, I can run on the field at Comiskey Park whenever I want.
I should be able to do that.
I could attack the first base coach. That was Dave's uncle, if you didn't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the current team?
No, you don't.
Oh, you remember that? There's a
It
couple
was
of fans.
20 it was.
Yeah.
It was in like
02 or something?
2003.
White Sox
No.
Dave's uncle attacked the first
So
base.
my uncle and my cousin, both of which are the black sheep of the family. I haven't talked to them in years. They both got in trouble for drug possession recently, like years ago. They said that Tom Gamboa, who was at the time was like a 65-year-old first base coach for the Royals, turned to them and started talking trash to them at a like Tuesday night White Sox versus Royals game. And in the middle of the inning, they hopped over the dugout and charged the field and just started beating the shit out of him in the middle of the game.
Look up the video.
While the entire, both the White Sox and the Royals, they like were on the same side at that point, trying to kill my cousin, my
My
uncle.
God. They sound like two guys that just went immediately and got on a cruise.
If you looked up cruise people like Whitney, missing teeth, sleeve tattoos, thigh tattoos, hair growing over their ears, like unintentionally. It's
Oh, all right.
That's amazing.
Nick, you're up.
I don't necessarily know the exact name for this, but it's my Splurge Purchase. You know those billionaires that like have that they all went in that rocket and they were just chilling up in outer space and they're just floating around? That's what I would buy. Like I just want to go to space whenever I want, bring my bird up there, smash her brains out for a minute and tell her that sex was out of this world. Be fucking in outer space.
She's like, you couldn't make me come on the planet or in space.
Exactly.
So you want a spaceship?
Yeah, spaceship.
All right.
Bezos went up there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just chilling up there, doing my thing.
It's a lot of work, though. I think you got to work out relentlessly prior to going up and stuff. I don't know, man. I thought about this as a possible pick, and I was like, it's too much like grinding beforehand to get in that rocket, and then when you're up there, you're eating that like ice cream that they sell at the mall.
No,
the
just like the
space
private jet, that shit will be catered.
ball. Okay.
Whatever I want. I'll have filet mignon up there, whatever I want.
I gotta say, this is so far out because I'm mostly just a massive pussy when it comes. I want nothing to do with going to outer space ever, at any point, rich, poor. I'm a pussy. That'd be terrifying. I think.
I'd rather
love
that
that
than
shit.
go down in these submarines like the
Yeah,
one that
or
like,
that.
Right.
exploded within.
Yeah. I mean, if it was safe, it would be fun. But
Bezos is
I'm
back.
assuming it's going to be safe. Like, yeah. It's definitely safe, right? He came back.
it's a splurge. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's a splurge. I think it's a good
a
splurge.
splurge.
My own spaceship.
Splurge.
I mean, Elon's got his own.
Yeah.
Like multiple. That's kind of fucking sweet.
He hasn't been up there.
And they land themselves now. So like I could use it as a private jet. Just land that fucker in Vermont.
Go watch the Oilers.
Watch the Oilers.
All right, back to me. I'm going to take second home. I'm a pretty simple guy, but and I love the vibe. Went for the first time last year. I'm going Key West. Give me the sickest house in Key West.
In Florida?
Yes. Give me the sickest house in Key West. Nothing fancy. And
That is
Cruise
a
guy,
simple
cruise
pick.
ship guy.
That is a simple pick, Eddie. And I've spent way too many days in Key West.
That's
brother.
fun.
I agree. Key West is the worst of the Keys.
It's a little fruity there
oh,
too.
come on.
It's the worst of the Keys. Go to Isla Mirada. It's right in the middle, and it's like it's more off the. It's quieter. It's not as touristy.
Give me Duval
and it's right
Street.
there.
Sloppy Joe's. I'm in.
All right, I mean, Ed,
Jimmy
it
Buffett.
makes sense if you fit in there. I see you
That's
walking
fine.
around sandals, shorts, like
I told you, I'm
100%.
a simple guy. T-shirt and just.
You might as well get a place on Bourbon Street in New Orleans.
There's a big difference. And yeah, so Key West.
I don't want to shit on it because you're a simple guy, and I've spent way too much time down there. But I don't think
How far
anyone
is that,
has.
Do
like
you really
4
want
hours
to be in a place where there's a bunch of Nicky Smokes?
Yeah,
around?
literally.
But there's not. It's
There
way.
is.
No.
He just said he spent way too much time down there.
Yeah, but that's because he lives close to there.
Exactly.
Yeah, but
There's
that's
a lot
not-
of Nicky Smokes.
There's
South
not-
Hey,
Florida.
say what you
no,
want about
no,
Nicky
no.
Smokes. He's a fucking good time.
Yeah.
But there's the clientele is not Nicky Smokes heavy.
Okay.
That's
Well, some parts are definitely Nicky
It's-
Smokes heavy.
I mean, it's not
I've
necessarily.
never
your
been
client.
down there. I don't think there might be one golf course down there, but once I heard there really isn't a lot of golf, I was like, I don't know.
The
I
miles
got
are
no
only
desire.
or the miles. The islands are only like a mile wide. There's not hardly any room for golf down there.
You would love Central Florida, Wit. All
What?
golf courses. Central Florida.
I like Orlando a lot. People chirp me. I'm not getting my second house there, but I actually enjoy Orlando based on the golf.
Yeah, the golf's there. The
all
golf
right.
there's
I like cruises. You like Orlando. Like let's meet
Orlando
in the fucking
does
middle
suck,
here. Whitney.
but yeah.
It's between Orlando and Disney World, though, right?
Which just eating
Not
dinner at Epcot every night.
Yeah, no, it's
Just going like you could go get the mozzarella
just like
sticks in
the
Italy.
chain capital of the world.
Yeah. That's it. He gets mozzarella sticks in Italy. His wife gets the egg rolls in China. It's just- that's dinner for the Whitneys in Orlando. Whitney, you're up.
Do I have two picks?
Yeah.
You got two.
Your last two.
All right, this is perfect. This I got everything I wanted. So, for my second vacation home, where I'm going to have my own golf course, this is going to be a spot that's very special to me. I retired from the game of hockey 9 years and 1 month ago, and a couple after it was September 15th, 2014 or 15, and I went, I think in December, to Maui. And I stayed at the Four Seasons. I splurged big time, kind of a retirement trip with my wife. And it was the most incredible place I've ever been in my life. I fell in love with Hawaii and Maui specifically. And then to see some of these homes on the cliff, 10, 15 acre palaces with the most incredible views of the whales breaching and the weather, and even a little bit of rain some days just for an hour, and then the rainbows. And it was just, I'm getting an absolute palace in Maui as my second home, and I'm going to have my golf course, and I have my plane to get there, and I own Amazon to just check my bank account and see how much I'm worth. And right now, I am sitting pretty as the winner of this draft, and I haven't even gotten my team yet. Now, the team for me is a little difficult because I was leaning towards Chelsea. Chelsea has a shitty stadium, but it's in London. I'm a big fan of Chelsea. I watch their games whenever I can. I love the game of soccer, especially the Premier League. We won a Champions League a few years back. But then this Netflix documentary came out about the '04 Red Sox. And I remembered back to '04. I remembered back to '07, 2013, 2018, and to see what the Fenway Sports Group has done to the Boston Red Sox. And I love baseball. I love the Sox. And those years of the Yankees and the Sox and the 4 World Series, I think I'm buying the Red Sox. And at this point, they don't care about winning. They've completely shut the door on spending money and winning like they used to. The Yankees continue to do it. I went to a game this year with my son. It was a 4:00 game. There weren't even all the food spots weren't even open. They had like some areas closed during a Red Sox game. I would think I would buy the Red Sox and bring them back to the promised land and the glory of those 4 titles, specifically 04 and that era when John Henry and Larry Lucchino and Tom Werner came in and decided we're spending money and we're winning, and they did. They've completely flip-flopped and they don't care anymore. So instead of Chelsea, it's going to be the Red Sox. So, I mean, I got Hawaii house, golf course, plane, Amazon, and the Red Sox. This thing's over, fellas. I did it again, 3-0.
Question about Maui, though. Okay.
How do you spell it?
Maui?
Yeah.
You already
How do you think it's spelled?
Maui. I had Mawi.
Yeah. So he like tapped me on
Maui?
yeah.
Maui.
He tapped me on the shoulder. I'm like, do I just embarrass Smokes in the middle of Whitney's rant about Maui? This guy came and spelled fucking Maui. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to do
Have you guys ever been to Hawaii?
I have.
I haven't.
I have not.
Isn't
Isn't it?
I will tell you, Whitney, you completely sold me on it. I never had any like will to go. That sold me.
So Dave, if you could ever plan a trip, I would tell everyone. And I actually haven't been to the other islands. I guess Kauai is awesome.
Yeah.
I think that's more sleepy a little bit. I'd love to go see Pearl Harbor and Honolulu, but Maui, I was blown away. My wife, her mom and all her brothers and sisters lived there for a while, so they have family there, and they always used to go. And then she's like, "Let's go here," and I was like, "We actually had tickets. We had to eat the tickets. We were leaving March 20th, 2020, and then COVID came, and I'm trying to get back, but now we have a 5-month-old. I'm like, when he's 5, when the youngest is 5, we're going back because it's 12 hours in a plane, but I got my own plane, so I don't really care. But with little kids, it's a hike.
Yeah.
It's a 12-hour flight
From Boston.
It's
What
6
about
to
Chicago?
LA, 6
Probably
to Hawaii.
11, right?
So at my old job before Barstool, I knew this guy. He was probably 60 something, but he worked for Monster Energy, and his whole job was to kind of like invent the new products. And he's like, he got to be like 60 something. He's like, I'm going to retire. And they're like, you're too valuable. You can't. So he's just like, well, I can work 1 week a month. So he's got this place in LA, or like near Orange County. And then the other 3 weeks of the month, he lives in like right outside Maui on the beach.
Great life.
And
He's doing it right.
And he just flies private back and forth from Southern California to Hawaii. And it's just like,
Not too shabby.
that guy's got the fucking dream.
Here's
The
my
owner of the Golden Knights, Bill Foley, he bought a house in Kauai. I think it was $50 million, and like, I love the place so much, and like just the weather, everything about it. To own a place there would be something else.
question, though. I've never been. I almost put this on my list, but does Maui kind of have that Vegas factor where you kind of want to stay at the Four Seasons because you want that experience? Like, would a home there almost negate it in some ways? You know what I'm saying?
I don't think so. No. I mean,
Because you're
from
probably
what I remember, this was close to 10 years ago now. It was incredible everywhere.
yeah. Because if
You got this road to Hana you can do, the tourists do. You go up and down a mountain.
Okay.
You just see all these beautiful flowers.
and
It's
you're
very, very incredible.
if you're buying a place, a billionaire house on the beach somewhere on the cliffs, like you're still having all the Four Season amenities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. True.
Yeah, that's what I imagine my house being like.
Yeah.
The Four Seasons there, you walk in, it's like an indoor-outdoor lobby, and then you're just looking out like to the ocean, and I
Hey,
gotta
Whit,
go back. I gotta go back.
I think we could probably pitch a Chicklets Cup there, and you could tell Dave you need the Chicago guys there,
yeah,
and like we'll just make it happen.
dude, that was the
There's
old.
7 people in the tournament. It's all us.
Did you ever hear that story about Bedard? And he was like 12 or 13. His family was taking a vacation, and he like brought his hockey bag, and he like found a roller league in Hawaii, and he would just during the day he would just go play roller hockey while his family was vacationing.
Of course.
Yeah,
Oh, he's a
Because
beast.
to him, he's like, I don't want to do anything else but
Right.
shoot pucks.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, back to me. I need a sports franchise. You guys sold me on taking a team you care about, so I'm taking the Cubs.
Cubbies.
I kind of wish I would have taken the Cubs now just so I could run them into the ground. I actually thought about that after I took the Bears.
That's why I took the Oilers, but Whit really
But
didn't give a fuck.
that goes against everything that you believe.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
No,
Like,
I know.
You're like, they have to spend money.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, for the hypothetical of the draft, that would be kind of funny.
To be the
And you
mayor,
just
I
have to
wouldn't
pick-
actually do that though. I would never buy them.
to be the mayor of Clark Street, and I'd hop on the fucking mic in the booth. I'd get the beers going again with like Harry, like, and it's just it
Yeah.
would be
Can
Would
make
you
it in
make
your
it about
image.
yourself?
no. It's about. I would make it about having a good time though.
So
Oh my
I would
god!
make it about that.
I would want the team to play the way I want them to play.
Yeah.
Like I would get like.
It sounds like he's not willing to invest in any
Yeah,
big free agents.
They would be bigger and meaner and tougher. Like I promise you that the Blackhawks wouldn't be this like little pussy team.
I mean, that's baseball players in general. Though I wouldn't have to do anything. They're
Yeah.
all just.
How bad do you want to be the Cats?
Oh, I would love to be the Cats. Like I would give anything for the Blackhawks to figure out a way
Just
to trade.
beating the shit out of everyone.
Yeah,
Best.
yeah, just a bully team. Like
Is that what they are?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bullies.
Like the Bruins spent their whole off season trying to figure out how to be bigger and meaner than the Cats, and now the Cats are 2-0 against them already this year. So
Yeah. So the Cubs.
yeah, I think owning a team that you care about, and like you have to kind of be like, this is our culture now. This is how we're doing things.
Nick.
As an Italian, nothing would make me happier than waking up butt ass naked, walking onto my balcony and looking at Lake Como in Italy.
It's a great.
Have you
pick.
been?
Solid pick.
Very good pick.
I just
I
want
think
to
I'm going
eat
in,
my Italian food, my wine.
Have you been?
I want to be.
You don't
fucking
even get hung
fan
over
with
from the
Lee.
wine over there.
Yeah.
The food's better for you.
Have you ever been?
No,
Yeah, me neither. That's why I couldn't in good faith.
I'm-
no,
Going-
but I've been there through a TV screen because that's where Anakin Skywalker got married to Padme.
All right.
It was fucking beautiful. It's a Star Wars fact for you guys out there.
I didn't know you were. I'm shocked that you're.
Yeah, I
Love
am
Star Wars.
shocked.
That is
Big time Star Wars.
Yeah, but
I too have only seen it on the internet. I'm almost positive I'm going in April next year, and
Wow.
I think it's a great pick.
Carnival goes there.
It's actually landlocked, Whitney. And my pick,
you're up.
which is next, is not too far from it. I'm just going Switzerland. Do I got to be more?
Dave. You already took Montana Ranch. Bro.
My second home can be in Switzerland.
That's fair.
So you're saying your Splurge Purchase was a ranch?
Yes,
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't know about
That's a-
that. Like,
Come on, dude.
what?
Going
That
two
is-
houses?
That is literally.
Draft over.
No, I didn't. I said the first thing I'm doing is filtering by most expensive to least expensive and going that way. Can we go?
And you
rewind
said
it?
Zillow. Zillow's where you buy fucking.
A splurge purchase. Yes, my splurge purchase.
I don't
So
know.
he doubled up on the homes.
Well, then I would just do the same thing. This is
Okay.
fucking crazy.
That's nuts, Dave.
It's nuts.
The first purchase for most lottery winners, I feel like, is either
I mean,
a car
Smokes
or a house.
took spaceship. Like that's like the spirit of this pick.
Okay.
And BlackRock.
Come on.
What?
You can't be serious.
I am very serious.
I know you are.
I think everyone listening, when they heard Rocky Mountain Ranch, they thought of second home.
Yeah, for sure.
But I
So now it's like
Couldn't have-
if you go to that Rocky Mountain Ranch, you have to sleep in like a teepee or something. As a
Yeah,
kid.
you just own the land. You're like Biz. Biz owns in Jackson Hole. He just owns a bunch of land.
what is the first thing a lottery winner buys? What is
I
the
don't
first
know.
thing they splurge their money on typically?
Could be a second home.
Yeah.
It would be most of them are fucking poor people buying them because with their every other Friday check, their first of the month check, and going to the gas station down the street, and the first thing they're gonna buy is like a house that they probably shouldn't even buy even as a lottery winner.
Veto.
This is fucking wild.
Come on. I
Switzerland's
leave first.
a
And
great
you're not
country,
going to
though.
veto.
What?
You're not going to veto.
I'm 100% feeling.
Yeah,
This
all
is
right.
fucking crazy.
This
Take us-
isn't
all right,
fucking crazy.
Just switch it to
Unless you switch the ranch to like we can put a teepee in a field somewhere.
This is insanity because
All right,
I couldn't have
it's
said.
out. Take another Splurge
Your ass got
Purchase.
vetoed, Dave.
Yes, come on. Let's go pivot.
So I got to pick a splurge purchase.
Yeah.
Then my splurge purchase is a private island. How's that?
Oh my God,
I know.
Dave! His
I
last
won't.
pick
Another
was
place
money
where he's
to get
gonna
out
live.
of problems, and now he wants an island.
I have a bunch of. Shut the fuck up, Smokes.
Oh my God.
Shut the fuck up,
What is
Smokes.
going on here? This is crazy.
Because I fucking delete shit as they're picked.
So private island.
Sure, go private island.
This to me
What a
is like
draft.
no whatever. I don't.
I don't
argue.
even care anymore. I don't even care.
Neither do I. I don't care to veto anymore. But you did just take two.
We
we just vetoed a second. A
I know.
property.
I know. But if you guys would clean the potatoes out of your ears, you would say you would go back and listen and hear. I specifically said the very first thing I am purchasing.
I know, Dave.
Is
Once
a
again,
Montana
everyone's
ranch.
wrong. You're right. All right, Chief, you're up.
All right. So I'm going with a helicopter. And I think this is a little bit, in a way, it's more of like a rich guy move than even the PJ, because you can always buy hours the way Witz said earlier. But there is something that, like, I'm never sitting in traffic again.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm going going to buy, take a private flight somewhere, I'm not getting on the Kennedy. And I'm not sitting in hours of traffic and just being, even if you have a driver, you're still sitting there. I'm just cruising right over the top, getting anywhere I need to be, probably in and around this area, 15 minutes max. Having a private helicopter and just watching all the poor people sit in like one lane of traffic because there's construction everywhere. That sounds fucking awesome to me. So I'm taking a helicopter.
I took a helicopter ride once, and I was like, I'm never doing this shit again.
Oh, I've done it once too.
I've done it a good amount. I enjoy it. I think it's pretty sick. We did it from right where I live basically to Shinnecock Golf Course last year, which is probably like a 6-hour ride in your car. You got to go all the way around. And we finished around. We're sitting at this beautiful clubhouse at Shinnecock. And then we drove 10 minutes to the helicopter. It was 45 minutes in the air, and I was home an hour later. It was like helicopters right after a jet, I think, over a yacht.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. Yeah, so I think helicopter in the last round is fucking awesome.
I think it's great value too. Like
Yeah.
if it's better than a private island, that's for sure.
I think it's.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's not. I just threw that because I was sick of arguing with you, fucking idiots.
But you picked a pick that
Shut
was
up!
going to make
Shut
us
up!
argue.
Shut up! Shut up! Helicopter, I think, is probably better than private jet. Personally,
You can go further with a jet.
you can go, but you can't. Like, if I have my Montana ranch, I can just go to another part of the ranch with it miles and miles away and just land it wherever the
But you
fuck
don't
I
have a
want.
house on the ranch.
I do now because you guys let me do the teepee thing, or I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, you don't have a house on the island. So you're like Tom Hanks hanging out with Wilson.
You're a homeless
Yeah.
billionaire.
Like if I'm on Yellowstone Ranch, I can take a helicopter to the other side of the ranch. You can't just do that with a PJ. You got to have an airport.
Okay, if we want to travel
mean,
around
that-
your ranch in style,
I mean, they
we
do
could
it in the
take
show.
helicopter.
Yeah, that was probably
They literally do it in the show.
going to.
I think Dutton did have the helicopter.
He did.
You're right.
He
Dave.
did.
You got me there.
flew from Manhattan to Saratoga in a helicopter with Dave and Spider, and that was fucking unbelievable. It's like,
Yeah, would it take 30 minutes?
yeah, 30 minutes. It would have been like a 3.5 hour drive. And it's
Crazy.
definitely the most baller thing you could
Yeah.
do, for sure. All right, let's do honorable mentions, then we'll read them off and we'll vote someone out of here. Let's do sports teams first. Whitney, you said Chelsea. Anything else on
Yeah,
your board?
it would have been Chelsea for sure.
Yeah.
Just
So-
being a part of that society, English Premier League soccer.
That culture.
The money.
Yeah, but those fans, if you
Yeah,
fuck
I know,
that
I know,
shit up,
but I
they
would be living in
they'd
Boston.
kill you. They would
I
fly
know.
to Boston and find you.
I did think about that, but I mean, the old owner, what is it, Roman Abramovich, some Russian guy, like
Abramovich.
they did so well under him. You turn into a god too. It's like it is risky because the fans will lose their mind. I mean, you look at Arsenal fans despised what's his name for a while. It seems like they're happy now, right?
Yeah, we got Arteta.
Yeah. So
Oh, you're talking about the owner, yeah.
I know there's risk, but the Premier League, or even say Real Madrid or Barcelona, like the soccer ownership game is very appealing to me.
Right.
And it's the only one that's like truly, truly global.
Yeah.
Like you got
Yes,
fans.
exactly.
Yeah, you can go to Dave's private island and probably find some of the staff that's a fan of your team.
So the one, what I was saying to kind of be away from the sun, like I liked franchises that are cool to own, but like the fans are like not crazy rabid, so you could kind of chill. Like I think always, if I want to be a player, I think the San Diego Padres is to be the best team to play around. Like it just, you're by the beach. No one really is.
Yeah.
It's California.
No one's that like into it.
Yeah.
Like you're not gonna get carved by the media, really.
Exactly. I like that, and the Raiders I had because they're there.
Vegas would
The
be
Vegas
sick.
fans aren't really crazy yet about the team,
Oh, I would argue
No, they're-
differently. The
they're not.
Raider fans are probably
but
the wildest
a
bunch.
lot of them didn't follow over from Oakland.
Yeah.
though, because
The
they
Vegas
got-
Raider fans are not.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm
Even
saying.
like
Yeah.
if you ask the Blutmans, they're like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't
And
want the baseball too. If it's they
Yeah.
want an expansion, they don't want.
They only like the hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I hit the Dolphins and the Bucks too.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I had the Dolphins on there, but I would have went with Arsenal, but I decided to be a trolling prick to try to ruin Witt's life, but I don't think he cared that much. So
You made it easier.
backfired.
Yeah. Anything else?
I would go. I mean, Forrest would probably be my number
Yeah.
2. Same thing, and all the stuff that Witt's saying. Their owner is fucking hilarious, so I almost want to get rid of him. He had a story this week. He got suspended 5 games for spitting towards a ref after a game because he was mad about the calls, and he's like, "I just had bad cough and I was smoking cigars." Like, so it's almost like the headlines for him. I almost don't want to replace him because he's so absurd. He's like this 380-pound Greek guy who's just like, I was sick. Sorry, but yeah, I would Forrest, the Bears. Dave, where would you put the stadium, Dave?
the Arlington probably.
Okay, yeah. So
I mean,
All right. Let's.
can we talk hypotheticals?
Witt's
I
got to
would
do on
actually-
names, so let's
Yeah.
kind of rifle through these and vote someone and get out of here. Sorry, but any second homes? Witt, do you have anything else on there?
Not really. No, I mean, I think it'd be pretty sick to like have a place in Australia. It's just so far though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So not really. No.
You guys have any other second homes?
I had Amalfi Coast, which is also just in Italy.
yeah, no, I got the one I wanted.
Same. Company, Whitney.
Apple, I guess.
Yeah, I thought about like the New York Times. I said that earlier before I switched to Google.
See, I want no part of media, like
Yeah.
fucking hate speech and what should be. I don't know. That just seems like a biggest headache.
But
do you
then
mean, what
you
should
can
be allowed,
control
Ed?
that. You can control that. Like, hey, like we just have freedom of speech.
Wait,
Sorry.
you think things should be allowed and not allowed?
What else you got, Nick?
I got Nike. I just want the free shoes and free shirts. And
I had Nike high on my list too. I'm actually very surprised no one took Nike.
Nike, yeah.
I had Warner Brothers. I had Molson Coors. Be cool to own a beer company. I had like Caesars or MGM just to own.
Yeah, I
like,
thought about
all
that.
the casinos in Vegas.
I thought about it like the Marriott.
I
like
think
that.
I think BlackRock owns a bunch of those.
Yeah.
probably.
I got them.
I had Coke or Pepsi, just a legacy brand. Chevy. I had Ticketmaster and Live Nation. That's a good perk if
People
you're the
hate
owner of that. I know, but
That's a good perk.
I would make it better, and you got tickets to literally everything.
Yeah.
That's huge. Perk. Anybody else?
I had not having to worry about getting extra portions on all my food. Like
Alright.
double chicken, double guac. Don't care.
That's like,
You're just not worried about the extra like $13 on the
Right. Yeah.
I mean, honestly, that is.
Hey, this
fucking real.
Chipotle is on me, guys. Don't worry about it.
you have anything there, Whitney?
special perks.
I got one. Taunting
What?
poor people.
What the
Scumbag.
fuck?
You're telling me you don't like to taunt poor people?
I mean, like in like a joking manner, I guess. But like, if you're gonna like walk up to homeless people and laugh in their face in the streets of Chicago, it's
I'm
like-
more. I'm not talking that. I'm more talking like the Lloyd Christmas when he opens the briefcase and he's just like, "Here you go, here you go."
or
I'd be-
what is that movie? Wolf of Wall Street when he's like fun tickets to the FBI
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
agent.
shit like that. Just like I'm better than you because I have more money than you, and you have to grovel at my feet because you know you're going to see a perk of that money eventually. Maybe it's just me throwing money up in the air and saying, "Hey, fun tickets."
I could see that.
I have private driver. I mean, never having to worry about an Uber.
I like driving though.
I like driving too.
But if
I
you go to
control.
a bar or you go to an event to have just a black car waiting outside.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if
I
you're
mean, that's
drinking,
Uber
yeah, for
anyways.
sure.
Yeah,
But like if I'm doing a long ride, say like I'd rather do the
Yeah.
drive
Yeah.
than sit in the car.
I'm with you, especially like I think I would be a horrible backseat driver too. I'd be like, what am I paying you for? Like, take that lane. Like,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that, like how the guy drive
Yeah, but
would bother me.
having someone out there every time is
Yeah.
a line waiter, someone who can just wait in lines for me.
Oh,
That's unbelievable.
That's a great.
I
perk.
remember I paid my brother when the first iPhone came out. My brother Sean, I paid him to wait in line at the Apple store in Hingham, Massachusetts. He waited like 7 hours.
So
And I got an
what
iPhone.
was his per hour rate?
I don't remember what. I think I gave him cash and like bought him a new pair of skates or something like that. It wasn't
how old is
It
your
was
brother?
well worth it.
Yeah.
How old is he?
I like brought. I visited him, brought him a sandwich. All right, see you in a couple hours, buddy. Let me know how it goes.
That is worth it. I'm owning an own movie theater, but that's because I love movies.
Yeah.
I gotta go, boys.
All right.
right.
See you, Whit. Thanks.
Who had the worst
Love
draft?
you guys.
Whit? Who do you
Nice
got?
draft.
Who had the worst draft?
You have to vote someone
Before you
off.
go.
Dave.
All right.
Fuck off, Whitney.
Sounds good.
See you, boys.
You have
See you,
butt
Whit.
chin.
Thank you. Anything else, perks wise?
I didn't really have anything else for.
No, I think all
No.
mine got taken.
I think masseuse. I like just someone who's like, just a chiropractor, like something that could just straighten you out a little bit.
I've always wondered about that because I have a hard time relaxing with strangers touching me. But if you had like a personal one that like you're used to it, that maybe that would make it better and more enjoyable. So that was like something I was kicking around in my head.
I
But
still have never gotten a massage.
yeah,
This is just a story for whatever my friend. His thing is if he wins the lottery, he says he will just pay someone to put his socks on for him.
That's crazy.
So-
like Mr. Deeds type shit.
Yeah.
He's like, that's what I'll pay someone to put my socks on for.
That's a little weird.
That's what I was kind of like flaunting. And
the other thing I've thought about in that vein, I would only wear socks once. So every like they're just perfectly clean.
I
would
like that,
I would
yeah.
have a new pair of socks every single day.
undies.
I like sometimes
I
don't like to break
like
them
my
in here.
socks washed once though, because then you get all like that shit stuck in your toenails.
Yeah, it depends on the type of sock. Yeah.
But I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then the other thing, I go to a barber now, but back in the day, I used to go to the salon. I love when you have a girl just wash your hair.
Yeah.
So like if you have one of those sinks with like the little head cut out, and you just every morning you lean back and she just washes your hair.
It's a great
Got the
rich
nails.
perk.
Yeah.
It's a great rich perk.
Yeah, do the nail thing. That would be awesome.
Scratches your
Yeah.
scalp.
Any other
exfoliates
perks
it.
before we get to splurge?
No,
Splurge.
probably a Montana ranch.
That'd be a perfectly good splurge purchase.
Yeah.
You guys have anything
Most
splurge
people-
wise? I
I-
have two left. Oh, you go, Nick.
I mean, they all kind of got taken in the draft. So, I mean, I had PJ, Chef, Splurge Purchase, Lambo Truck, Yacht, Jet. So, yeah, they pretty much all got.
I'd have just the classic Cadillac collection. Just
Yeah, like a
I can
car
see you doing
collection,
that.
yeah.
I just don't care about cars.
I
so.
I don't care about cars either, but I just think like I'd like, all right, give me the Goodfellas.
Know what I-
get me like shit like that.
Give me the
I would like a
Ghostbusters.
nice
Yes,
watch.
exactly.
Yeah, like you want movie prop cars.
Yes,
Yeah.
give me the dog from Dumb and Dumber. You know,
Okay.
I would.
All right.
Give me the Jurassic Park Jeep.
All right, Jurassic Park Jeep would be sick.
Yeah, like that would be fun.
Yeah,
I'm not like I would never want like a
you want
fucking.
like a '71 Mustang or
No, I'm not.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
Watch collection. That's what I would do.
Yeah,
nice
that's
watch
good.
collection.
And my last one was like an unbelievable cigar lounge.
Yeah,
Like a legit. I just went to one. I was telling you about.
like in your house or just like you own it
in my
somewhere?
house.
What about
yeah.
like a memorabilia wing?
I don't care about memorabilia.
So I don't. So
It's still cool though.
When I was coaching
if you're
baseball-
a billionaire,
yeah,
and it's like you walk downstairs and be like, "Hey, that's the ball that Dwayne
know where-
Wise."
yeah,
where
I
Ross-
mean like you might as
So-
to me that's like I wouldn't have like an art collection either. Like I just wouldn't, like I just,
Yeah, but that's cooler
You're
than
not-
art.
let me hear me out though. So you know where Wayne is. Out
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
You.
Yep.
So I coached a kid who lived in Wayne, and his dad was like he owned a company that did like legit the high rise windows on like
Okay.
the Sears Tower and shit.
yeah,
It was that company. The fucking house was
I'm sure.
probably the biggest house I've ever been in to this day. And they had a legit memorabilia wing. And I saw maybe months earlier than that on Pawn Stars, someone sold a 1980 hockey stick signed by everyone. They had, and it sold on Pawn Stars for like 80 grand or whatever.
Damn.
They had one in this room. And I remember thinking, I'm like, this is worth more than anything I will ever touch. And that was just one piece of the memorabilia in this room that was 3 times the size of this room. It had everything, Babe Ruth to Michael Jordan to every, and I was like, this is legit a museum of sports
Like,
history.
yeah, there's cool stuff. Like, imagine if you got the one of the 17 seconds pucks. Like,
Yeah,
there is cool items.
I guess it's just like have you ever been around somebody that is very into memorabilia? It's just
They're kind of odd.
yeah, they're odd, and
But
they're
you don't
like-
have
No,
to be
this was like they bought it just to buy it.
I understand.
Yeah.
that's what everybody buys.
They're not. This wasn't.
I'm not saying like they're collectors, not traders. Like I know people like that, and it's just like then you like, oh, here, look at my hockey stick that's signed. Then it's like a 1 second conversation. Like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
Or
like,
you
it's
know,
not,
like
it's not high on my list. But
Yeah.
I think it's not as lame as you're saying it is.
I think it's kind of lame.
You think if you have the Dwayne Wise ball, I think that'd be unbelievable.
That'd be fucking unbelievable.
Yes,
Where do you
exactly.
think that ball is right now?
I don't know. I really want.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
That's I'm interested in learning.
Exactly. Like, if
does
someone-
Dwayne Wise catch that ball or
and-
keep that ball.
I don't know. And
He
like
very
if
well
someone,
might, man.
if
Yeah.
someone DMs you and they're like, "Hey, dude, it's in my basement in Schaumburg," you'd be like, "That's cool."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And
You know,
then
that's
that's
cool.
it.
And a
You never
collection.
think about it again.
Yeah,
it's like-
I would.
Like what she said. Like that's the whole conversation. Oh, dude, that's so sick. And then like
yeah,
it's cool. I get it.
I don't know. There's like levels of being a sports fan.
This is like I don't think they were necessarily just big sports fans. They did it because they had a gazillion dollars.
And I could do it, yeah. But like I
I'll
was
buy a
telling
hockey
you,
stick for 80 fucking thousand.
yeah.
I was telling you back to the cigar lounge. I was telling you about the cigar lounge I was able to go to recently, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Cigar lounges.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was like built off the side of like Lake Michigan, and it was just sick.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. All right, I'm gonna read them off, and then we'll vote. Already one vote for Dave. Whitney, private jet, Amazon, being able to play any golf course, Maui, Boston Red Sox. Eddie, private chef, yacht, UFC, Key West, Chicago Cubs. Nicky, BlackRock, Edmonton Oilers, elite seats at every sporting event, spaceship, Lake Como. White Sox Dave, Montana Ranch, Barstool Sports, Chicago Bears, buying way out of trouble. Private Island, Chief, Colorado Ranch, Chicago Blackhawks, housekeeping crew, Google, helicopter.
I think we should say that is ski in, so it's a little different than Dave.
Oh, what?
Ski in, like a ski house.
Colorado Ski Ranch?
Yeah.
Ski house?
Ski
yeah,
ranch.
I'll do ski house.
Ski ranch.
You like ski ranch?
Yeah.
Ski house?
Ski ranch.
All right. Ski house?
House.
Whatever. I don't know.
Sounds like a house.
Yeah, it sounds like a house.
But like I have there's one I've seen that's like they kind of have their own private mountain.
That'd
And-
be crazy.
Yeah. And that's like fucking sick.
All right. Chief, who you got?
I mean the guy didn't play by the rules, so I'm
All
taking
right.
Dave.
Dave.
I played by the rules.
Nicky, who you got?
I just want to make it to the polls, and I feel like if I just vote Dave, I'll make it there. So sorry, Dave, but you.
Dave, who you got?
Whitney.
All right.
I don't know. I didn't even write anything down.
All right. Dave, you're off the poll.
You guys. are
Hallelujah,
fucking-
God is good.
Dave, Nicky, you did it. Congrats.
I did it, baby.
Made it.
And I only made one bit pick, and it was the Oilers. And if I had made that like Arsenal or something I cared more about, I think I have a good chance
Yeah.
of winning. But
Where would you of the teams that you root for, who would you want to own the most?
the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Good job. That's a billionaire draft. I've literally been trying to get Whitney to do that with us for 18 months. So I'm happy.
Hallelujah, we did it,
happy
baby.
it finally happened. That was fun. And also, shout out to Ghost. I get the Chicago Cubs and the Pinstripe Ghost. All right. That's it, everybody. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll see you then.